Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Belle and this is Routine Queen Bee. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have all had a wonderful start to your day. Today I will be budgeting my husband's first paycheck for the month of March. He was able to send me $890 from this paycheck. So that is what we are going to be starting with. I do want to pull out his binder so that way we can kind of see how much he has in each envelope and budget from there. So in groceries, actually, you know what? I'm completely getting ahead of myself. We have to do our bills first. The internet bill is $85. He does pay the entirety of our internet, so mine is $85. The electric bill, we split 50-50 and we each pay $110 for that. The car insurance, we recently did a policy together instead of separately. So now we split that evenly as well, and that is $125. And finally, my son's medical bills. My husband does pay the entirety of the medical bills, and that is $200. It's actually $204, but I figure I can cover the $4. So there's $200 budgeted there. And I feel like every single budget with me from my husband's paychecks, the bills have been different, which very well might be the case. We've had a lot of changes at the beginning of this year, like getting a new car, changing our insurance. There's been a lot of new things going on. So if his bills are different in every single video, I apologize for that. They will stabilize here in the next month. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to variable expenses. We have $370 left to work with. We are going to budget his usual $150 for groceries. Hobbies, he did ask if I could give him $80, and I can do that for him. My husband is mostly consumer debt free, and the way that he stays consumer debt free is he gives himself enough spending cash throughout the month that he doesn't feel the need to charge things to his card. So I do try and give him what he asks for spending money. Next, we have kids. Our son, I think I'm going to budget $25 this week. 10 of that will go into my husband's. 10 of that will go in here for my husband's spending cash for our son. Our son currently has $7, so plus 10, he'll have $17 in here, and then the other 15 will go into our son's binder, and I will divvy that up amongst our son's envelopes. So next, we have emergencies. There's currently 35 in emergencies. I usually try and do 20 every paycheck. We did have to spend out of my husband's emergency envelope because he had an infection, and so he had to go to the doctor. So we spent $40 for the copay and then $5 for his medication afterwards. So next, we have car maintenance. Car maintenance for the foreseeable future, we'll just be getting $10. I think I subtracted the 20 from my emergency. Okay, so car maintenance, $10. That leaves us $85. Christmas, I think I'm going to skip Christmas for now. I'll come back to it at the end. Whatever's left over, I will stuff in Christmas, because I always want to do a large amount in Christmas, and I want to make sure that the other envelopes get something first. So glasses, I think we're just going to do $10 in glasses today. Date night, we have 50 in date night, and I want to get us to 70, so I think I'm going to do $20 in date night. I feel like 70 is plenty for us to go out and eat. I want to try and go on one more date before I have our baby. So I'm due in like 2.5 weeks, so we do not have a lot of time to do that. Hopefully we'll be able to. Next is Valentine's Day. Obviously it just passed and we only have $5 in there. That's okay. We're just gonna add another 5. Okay. Mother's Day, he has 35 in there. I feel like that's adding up to be a good amount. We'll just do 5 in Mother's Day as well. Shopping, this is meant for clothes. I just started this envelope for him, so he only has $10 in there. I think I'm gonna add another 10. So that way he will have $20 in shopping. And then miscellaneous, we're just gonna do 5 this week. And that leaves us $30 for Christmas. Yeah, I think $30 is a good amount. Unfortunately, that means I'm not adding anything to our savings today. That's okay. We won't always be able to add to savings from his first paycheck. Most of our savings will be coming from his second paycheck. He pays most of the bills with his first paycheck. The main bill that he pays with his second paycheck is just rent. So we always try and pay rent and then set aside $500 from his second paycheck. So it's okay that we're not adding anything to savings from this paycheck. I'm gonna go ahead and put this away and we can do our cash planning. Okay, so I wrote down the amounts off camera. So we're going to break down our denominations. For groceries, I think we will do a 50. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 45, and 150. Perfect. Hobbies, 80. I'm just gonna do mostly 20s. 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80. Emergencies will just get a 20. Maintenance will get a 10. Glasses will also get a 10. My son, I'm gonna put 10 in my husband's envelope for him, so we'll do that in a $10 bill. And then the rest, I think I'm going to do in 5s. So 10, 15, 20, 25. Normally I would do some 1s, but I also set aside money for our son and I pulled a lot of that out in 1s, so I think we have plenty to work with. Christmas, we'll do a 20 and a 10. Date night will just be a 20. Valentine's Day is 5. Mother's Day is 5. Shopping is 10. And miscellaneous, we're gonna do 5 1s. Because that envelope is empty and I do like to have a couple of 1s to make change in case we need it. So, oh, I forgot to add up our amounts here. Let me see, we have 150 plus 80 plus 20 plus 10 plus 10 plus 25 plus 30 plus 20 plus 5 plus 5 plus 10 plus 5. Perfect. That does equal $370. And let's see. We have 150, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 20s. And then in tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tens. Fives, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh wait, I just counted by 2 again. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be 45. And then 5 ones. Okay, so let's make sure all of these add up to 370 now. So 50 plus 200 plus 70 plus 45 plus 5, 370. Perfect. Finally, the last step is going to be our bank teller slip. We will be withdrawing $370. I'm gonna cross out the 2s and the 100s since we won't be withdrawing any of those today. 1s, we're only pulling out 5. 5s, we're pulling out 9 5s. 10s, we're pulling out 7. 20s, we're pulling out 10. And 50s, we're just pulling out 1. Perfect, that should do it. All right, and since I pulled the money out for my husband's cash stuffings from Chase, so I don't need to break it down into increments of 20. It works out nicely. I think that is all that I have for today's video. If you enjoy this type of content, I have plenty other videos just like this one. Feel free to check them out. And don't forget to drop a like, comment, or subscribe. Hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye.